Hey, in this video, we're going to learn how to create a database application using servlets and JSP. So for our class project, the main idea is that we're going to build a full working JSP and servlet application that connects to a database. So we're going to build the front end pages using JSP. We'll build some of the back end controller code using servlets, and we'll hook all of this into a database. And then we'll actually talk to a MySQL database. And I'll show you how to build all of this from scratch. All right, so before we get into the coding, let's look at a quick demo of the application. This is an application for a fictional company called Fubar University. We can list all of the students, we can add a new student, and we can also perform some actions on a student like updating or deleting a student. So let's go ahead and start off with adding a student. So here's our add student form. We can type in a first name and a last name for a student. And then we'll give his email address, bill@foo.com. And once we're happy with this, we can go ahead and click on the save button. Okay, this looks really good. So note here we have this new student, Bill Appleby, and his email address is bill@foo.com. So this is great. So we've added a new student. All right, so now let's go ahead and update a student. So I'll go ahead and click the update button here. And so for Bill Appleby, I'm simply going to change his email address. So instead of foo.com, we'll change it to bill@lovetocode.com because he loves to code. Yeah. And then we'll hit the save button. Okay, so this looks good also. So here's Bill Appleby, and note his email address, bill@lovetocode.com. So we were successful there in updating his email address. Now let's try this other item here of deleting the student. It'll first prompt you if you want to delete the student. We'll go ahead and click on OK. And now note it refreshes the screen. It deleted that user. So Bill Appleby is no longer in our list of students. So the delete operation worked out just fine for us. All right, so that covers the main CRUD features here for an application. So we learned how to insert, update, delete, and list all of the students for a database. And we'll actually learn how to do all of this from scratch in the following videos. But first, what I want to do is go ahead and take a look at the actual database. So we have a database out here with the given database table. We have a table called student. And if we simply do a query on this table, we can see the list of students that we have. So select rows, and it'll show us our 5 students. So these are the 5 students that we have out here in our database right now. And again, when we write all the code, our application is going to interact with this database table, insert, update, and delete, and perform queries on this table. And again, we'll figure out all the details on how to set this database table up, how to populate it with data, and then how we can manage it and use it in our application. All right, so we have a lot of good things in store here, but you know me, I love to-do lists. So the first thing we're going to do is learn how to set up our database dev environment. Then we'll learn how to list the students. Next, I'll show you how to add a new student. And then from there, we'll learn how to update a student. And then finally, I'll show you how to delete a student. And again, we're going to cover all of this step by step from scratch. So we'll cover each section here in separate videos, and I'll walk you through all of the code. We'll write all the code together, and we'll test it out, and we'll make sure it works. But by the end of the video series, we'll have a full database application using servlets and JSP.